Good morning. It's been a rough weekend because of the Ukrainian conflict and our concerns about it. But I think that small celebrations of the Spirit are good for the soul. And so I'm continuing to celebrate and prepare for St. Patrick's Day in the hopes that we will be able to feel some joy around that holiday that has meant so much to us. So today I thought I would show you my St. Patrick's Day patisserie, which I decorated today in between watching the news. And then I'm going to give you a lesson in Belleek pottery, which is specifically and exclusively Irish pottery made in Northern Ireland. Here we go. Here's my patisserie, and this year, instead of decorating with sort of St. Patrick's Day decorations, I really just decorated with my Belleek china and one other little piece of china as well, because I thought, I have all this gorgeous Irish china, let me show it off so I can talk to you about it. So here we have a whole set of different kinds of Irish teacups. In addition, I have these gorgeous, look at these little shamrock, I guess they're after dinner drink glasses or sherry glasses with the little shamrocks. I love those. And I have also a little green shamrock, a little glass shamrock. I have a whole, as you know me, I have a whole tub of St. Patrick's Day decorations, but this does not reflect those. This is just my St. Patrick's Day china. And I like the way it looks, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. So I took the teacups and other china off of the patisserie because I wanted to show you in order of age what exactly each of these teacups is and from whence it comes. So let's begin here with the very first teacup. And this is actually not Belleek. This is called a Terra Brooch teacup, and it's made by Royal Terra. It's made in Ireland, and it has the famous Terra Brooch on it. And you know, my girls who were Irish step dancers always had to have a Terra Brooch or some facsimile of that on their dancing costumes. So we're very familiar with that, and I'll show you my collection of those. The first and earliest example of Belleek that I have is this small teapot. It's sort of a teapot for one. It's in the Echinus pattern, E-C-H-I-N-U-S, which is the name of a kind of a shell, kind of a coral here. And look at this unusual base that it has. And you can tell the marks by the bottom. Now this mark is so old that it's a little rubbed off, but I can tell because of the piece that's left. It's a black mark, which is the earliest mark, and it is a first mark. That means it was made between 1863 and 1891. So it is really old, very precious to me. I think it is so unusual. I haven't used it, I have it on display. And it has this little shell on top. The most interesting thing about this teapot is the inside of the teapot cover. It says D. McBurney and Company, Belleek, Fermanagh, Ireland, which is Belleek is in Northern Ireland, as I said, in Fermanagh County. And the instructions are fill with water, blood warm, and allow it to stand a few minutes empty and use with boiling water. So the instructions are to make it, warm it up first before you actually make tea in it. But the most interesting piece is the use of diction there to fill it with water that is blood warm. Anyways, this is very precious to me. So that's the first mark. I don't have any pieces that are the second mark. but I do have two pieces that belong to the third mark, and that's these two pieces here. This one is a teacup in the limpet pattern, and Belleek china is also known for a little bit of this kind of iridescence, kind of a luster. This yellow is called a cob luster, and there's a yellow cob luster on the tea saucer as well. And so this is a little like a shell, a limpet shell, and you can see this is the mark on the bottom. It doesn't say what the year is, but the different marks tell you what year it was made. And so this is 1926 to 1946, the third mark. And I have 6 of those. Robert bought me a set of those for Valentine's Day one year. For Christmas. So sweet. Then this is also the third mark, a little heavier. This is the basket weave shamrock pattern. I think this is probably what people are most familiar with. Again, you can see it is the third mark. It has this lovely little shamrock pattern and the basket weave. This is the fourth mark, and this is the harp pattern. It's like a little bit of a has 3 different little shapes to it on the exterior of the cup. And you can see on the bottom, it's green. It's a green mark. And that means that it is the fourth mark from 1946 to 1955. This is also a harp bell. So it's a pattern harp bell. Also, it has the shape of the 3, sort of like a 3-leaf clover. But that is not the fourth mark. This one is so unusual because it is the Neptune pattern, but look at the little feet on the bottom. There's little shells that are attached to the bottom that hold the teacup up. I love that. And this is the 5th mark, fifth green mark, and that is from 1955 to 1965. This one is the 6th mark, again the basket weave that has the cob luster inside, and this is 1965 to 1980. Another green mark, but different than the other one, has the R on it for a registered trademark. And this one is the 7th mark, 1980 to 1993. 7th mark is more of a brown color. Now, I didn't buy these because they were a particular mark. Over the years, I've just bought them because I liked them, or I was in a vintage store and I saw Belleek and I thought to buy it. So these are examples of all the cups that I have. And then the last piece of Belleek I have is this, it's actually a vase, and it has all of the sort of iconic symbols of Ireland: the Irish wolfhound, the Celtic cross, the harp, which is the symbol of Ireland, and then this is the vase part is the round tower. The round tower, there's about 120 round towers in Ireland. They're most of them are in ruins. I think there's 18 or 20 of them that are in very good condition. And they were used in the 7th to the 10th century for the monks the monks used to protect themselves in the round towers from the Viking invaders. So that's a very unusual piece, but it's not old. It's from 2007, and it is commemorating the 150th anniversary of Belleek. You can see Tower Centerpiece Limited Edition. I got that at an estate sale for $20, so I was pretty proud of myself for that. At any rate, So now you know how to identify your Belleek by the various marks, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. And there are, you know what, let me show you. I'll show you online what it looks like and how you can identify your Belleek. This is the Belleek website, and here's the information about dating your Belleek, the Belleek mark, without which none is genuine. And then here's all the marks. It goes all the way to the 16th mark, you can see. But the first mark up here, 1863 to 1891, and the second mark, third mark, you can see I have all of these all the way through the 7th mark, I think I said, yeah. And it's just fun to see what you have, to look at the bottom of the cups, and you can find all of that online. So I think it's time for me to have a cuppa. I'm gonna go have a cup of tea in honor of my Irish lesson on Belleek china.